So rather than modeling people or modeling the organization, human organization, because none of them are perfect, we should model the universe itself, because the universe has existed for more than 13.8 billion years. So if you are husband and wife, for example, you cannot control your husbands sometimes.
Yes.
We try, but
Yes.
sometimes difficult.
Okay.
Even our children,
Yes.
we cannot control what they see. We cannot control who they meet, their friends, right?
Yes. Chris, nice to meet you again here, and thank you for coming to join our talk today again. Yep.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, thank you. Chris, actually, like people often say, to be successful, you must copy or modeling the successful people. Don't you agree with it?
Well, I agree with it partially,
Okay.
but with one condition: you model the behavior of the people, not the people itself, because people are not perfect, Even successful people have some negative behavior. So you only model the good behavior, Don't model the good, the bad behavior.
So if we cannot model the people, so what can we do?
So rather than modeling people or modeling the organization, human organization, because none of them are perfect, we should model the universe itself, because the universe has existed for more than 13.8 billion years. It is the most sustainable and the most successful system that we know. So my recommendation is model the universe.
Oh, yes. So how do we model the universe?
Well, so the universe have existed for 13.8 billion years because it follows certain law. And everything in the universe is governed by this law. It governs the stars, it governs the atom, it governs the ocean, and it governs the forest. It also governs you and I. So if we obey the law of the universe, we become successful. But if we violate or break the law of the universe, we will fail. So my recommendation is obey the law of the universal governance.
So can you explain about the law of universe?
There is only one law. This is why I call the book Simplifying the Complexity of Life. So if we want to be successful father and mother, husband and wife, we want to be successful manager or teacher, we have to obey the law of the universe. The reason why I said obey, it is because it's a law. So Cambodians have to follow the traffic law of Cambodia, obey, right? What happens if we don't obey? We go to jail. We fail. So we have to obey the law of universal governance. And there is only one law, but like a hand, there is one hand, but in this hand there are 5 fingers. So in the law, one law of universal governance, there are 5 principles. And to be successful, we have to follow all the 5 principles. Number 1, to be successful, we have to continue to change, to improve ourselves. Number 2, we have to have different knowledge, and we must not discriminate against people. Number 3, we have to have good relationship with ourselves, with other people, and with the universe itself, with the earth itself. And we have to self-regulate. We must do the right thing all the time. And number 5 is we must be able to share our knowledge, our wisdom, even what we have with people less fortunate than us.
The 5 principles you mentioned is like number 1 is change and transformation. Number 2 is diversity, or we call differentiation. Number 3 is oneness or unity.
Yes.
And number 4 is regulation. Yes. And number 5 is like expansion and return.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. So can we become successful if we obey only one or like a part of the 5?
No, as I said, there's only one law. It's like there is one law of planting trees. To plant trees, we need sunlight, we need water, and we need air. If one of those missing, the tree will not grow. And the same with us, right? So we have to obey all the 5 principles. And supposing you have a business, right? You follow all differentiation, you keep improving, you actually have good, you have many different products, but you do not have good relationship with your customer. How can you become successful? It's as simple as that. So these 5 principles make our life and decision making simple. Obey all the 5.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So is this 5 principles is the theory or the realities?
Well, it seems like a theory. However, this is not a theory, because a theory is something that you have to prove. This is already proven. This is what we can see with our eyes every day, and this is what we can hear and experience. For example, looking at our own body, right? Number 1, change. If you have children, they're growing all the time, they're changing. Number 2, if you have more than 1 children, they are different. And you look at the body of your children, the eyes different than the mouth, the eye. What happens if all are the same? You don't have children, right? So it must be unity. All the part of our body must work together as one, right? Otherwise we become sick, may even die. Number 4, when our children sick, we touch the forehead, right? And if it's warm, that means they are sick, because the body cannot regulate the temperature. So a healthy body, a healthy child must be able to self-regulate. Then we have children, that when we expand ourselves, we're becoming more. And then we educate our children, that's expansion.
So it's like the 5 principles is not a theory, it's reality and the truth that we can see.
Yeah, we can see all around us. In our garden, the different flowers, in our children, in our classroom, different children.
So my next question is can we be successful in every part of our life if we obeying the 5 principles as you mentioned?
The answer probably yes and no. In the short time, we may have problem. The problem is because we can control everything outside ourselves. So if you are husband and wife, for example, you cannot control your husband sometimes.
Yes.
We try, but sometimes difficult.
Okay.
Even our children,
we
cannot control what they see. We cannot control who they meet, their friends, right? And so especially with social media, we cannot control what information they get, right? So that's make our life difficult. You see, for example, you are a good business people, you follow the 5 principles and you're starting to become successful, and then a war break up, like what happened recently. And then if you have a business in the border, you can fail temporarily, right? Because we cannot control. COVID is another example. You can practice all the 5 principles, but COVID comes and then your business go down. You cannot control that. However, I said in the short term, because in the long term, if you continue practicing the 5 principles, right? So for example, if COVID comes and you cannot sell in your shop, you do online trading, online business. You change, you transform, and then you persistent. Principle number 4. Self-regulation. You persistent using the 5 principles. At the end, you will become successful.
So it interesting. It just now you mentioned if I only abide the 5 principles only alone myself, it also cannot make me successful. But at least I can help one part of myself. And let's say in our family, maybe only me or my husband do it, or in our organization, only few of us do it. It also cannot be called successful. So what you mean is if everyone or all of us above the 5 principles, so at least it can help all of us grow together, living happily and successful in our part of life.
Let me add a little bit. Because what I'm saying is we cannot be successful in short term.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So what happens, supposing we have a difficult children, difficult child, right? We try, but we're not successful. In the short term, we tend to fail because that child do not follow our teaching, our instruction. But if we continue following the 5 natural laws, especially to love them, pay attention to them, keep on expanding our knowledge, our wisdom to them, in the end, when they grew up to become father and mother themselves, they become great people. So the lesson is, in the short term, we cannot be successful sometime, but if we persist using the 5 principles as our guideline, at the end, we will win.
So when and how did you discover the law of universal governance?
Actually, I did not discover the law. The law have existed before human existed. Maybe, I don't know how I come to this awareness, but one of the thing that I've been telling people, if you have a problem or you need an answer for something, is to keep asking yourself seriously. And when you ask yourself seriously and long enough, sometime the answer come. So this is maybe what happened, but I really don't know. It just happened suddenly. I start to become aware. But to become aware, you also have to have a prepared mind. My interest in life, is in biology. I study forest, I study coral reef, I study animals. But in the later part of my life, I'm involved with human developing people, So maybe all that things suddenly come. Oh, I also interested in the cosmos, in the universe, the stars, the planet and so on. Maybe when all enough information in my mind, it come together in the most unexpected way. So I did not discover it. It discovered me.
Oh, so it means like the law of universe discover you.
Yes, suddenly I'm aware of it, but also it may not be the full story. This is what I know right now. Yeah. So if anyone can prove me wrong, I'll be very grateful that it's not universal.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, from me, I can say that I used to join your course, and it can help me to reduce some part of my stress, or like normally when we grow up or we grow old, we have the responsibility, we have the like many tasks to do in daily life. Like now I'm become a mother, and I'm also the leader and also a part of our society. So sometimes some of the responsibility come to me, and it's make me stressful. And after that, come back to the course that I used to join, and I'm trying to understand the 5 universe law stress. Joining your course can help a lot. I can say that Grace is now become a part of my life. Yeah, thank you, Grace. Come back to the last session. Like, do you have any message to share to our audience?
Before that, I'd just like to add a little bit. Okay. It's about stress. Everybody have stress in life, right? And what is stress? Stress comes from fear. Yeah. So why do we have afraid? Why do we fear? Because we don't know. And we don't know something, we become afraid of it, right? So if we don't know dog, we become afraid of dog. If we don't know mathematics, we become afraid of mathematics. So the solution for stress is understanding. So this simplifying the complexity of life with the 5 principles make us understand that our stress is not so serious. In terms of the last, the word, before we close, I like to say that, just remember to be successful in every part of our life, whether it's mother, father, student, teachers, managers. Just remember, we have to continue follow the 5 natural law. We have to continue improving ourselves. We have to continue learning different knowledge and don't discriminate people that are different than us. We must have a good relationships, especially with ourselves, because stress is when we don't have good relationship with ourselves. When we know something is wrong but we do it anyway, we got stress, right? So number 4 is we have to self-regulate, always do the right thing even when nobody is looking. And number 5, be generous. Share what we know, share what we have with people that are less generous. And if you do that, you're not only going to be successful, but you're going to be happy, because happiness is come from sharing, right?
Okay, so thank you, Chris, once again. Just now we finished the summary of the 5 principles with Chris, but in more detail about the 5 principles that he just mentioned just now, he will come up with the next interview for the detail of each one. It means one by one. So please wait to watch more detail in our next interview with Chris. Thank you.